Hello everybody, and boy do I have an interesting video for you today. But first of all, a little bit of background. About half a year ago, I made a video called What Happens When an Israeli Visits Egypt. My visit to the land of the pharaohs. I got a lot of responses there in the comment section from Egyptians, and one of them was, if it was the other way around and an Egyptian visited Israel, he wouldn't be able to walk around freely the way you did during your time in Egypt. So today we have a chance to test that hypothesis. An Egyptian guy who reached out to me after my video is here in Tel Aviv, and I'm going to go meet him. So let's go and meet Mahmoud and see what happens in the reverse. What happens when an Egyptian visits Israel? Mahmoud! How's it going, man? Nice to meet you. How's it going? Thank you for coming. How's it been?
I'm good, yeah.
Yeah?
Very pleased to be here in Tel Aviv, yeah.
What were you doing yesterday in Haifa?
Just a day tour, Haifa.
Yeah. How was it?
It was amazing, yeah.
What did you see? You went to the Baha'i Gardens?
Yeah, it was a bit rainy, but yeah, it was really nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool, yeah.
All right, cool, man. So here, let's go for a walk.
Good, yeah.
Why don't you, first of all, just like, how did you arrive here in Israel? Like now, that takes a bit of balls, I have to say, to come during these times.
Everyone say that,
You know?
Everyone say that.
Like you could have, I remember we were talking about that you wanted to come here, but
Yeah.
like,
It was a few months ago before the situation happened.
yes.
But you can see I didn't let that stop me. I'm like, okay.
And you're from Cairo, you said, right?
Yeah, my family in Cairo, yeah.
What part of Cairo they live in?
Downtown, yeah. When you were, I guess you were there. You experienced that.
I don't know. I only go to the Zabanim. That's it.
I was planning to go to Zambali.
Yeah.
I haven't done it yet.
You need to go to Zabanim, but that church, the State Sabbath, the Italian church, it's amazing. You know.
I haven't done it yet, but I'd love to do that Zambali experience.
Yeah. No, it was really cool. Here's some stuff I wanted to show you
Okay.
about Tel Aviv.
Sure.
You see, there's this rock here, or this commemorative rock. It was in 1909 that a bunch of families
Right.
who had purchased this massive sand dune. It was a big sand dune. I'll show you a picture soon. It's over there.
Right.
They gathered the clams, or the shells, the seashells,
Nice.
from the shore
Yeah.
to do a lottery to see who gets which plot.
Okay.
And that's the founding of Tel Aviv.
Nice. Wow.
This happened right over here.
Started, yeah.
Huh?
That's where Tel Aviv.
1909, so it was 124 years ago.
Yeah.
Over here, 66 families, exactly. And one of the guys who was in that lottery is him. His name's Meir Dizengoff. He's the first mayor of Tel Aviv. He lived in this house over here. This was his house that he got in the original lottery. I mean, he got a plot and they built the house in the original lottery. And it turned afterwards, after his death in 1936, into kind of like a museum where they decided to use as the place to declare independence in 1948. So now it's called Independence Hall. That's the lottery. And they had to straighten out the sand dunes and everything to make basically create a new city, Tel Aviv. What were your parents thinking about it?
They have an idea that I have this desire to go to visit,
Yeah.
but they were not welcoming to me at this time. It's very, very.
Huh? I know.
Because
There was better lighting here.
Yeah.
I was like,
So they were just like, okay,
Yeah.
just be careful and stuff like that, and then he having me to come back soon. At the
yeah.
same time, I'm trying to enjoy my time here.
How long do you think you're gonna stay?
At least a week or two, yeah, because it took me a lot of effort to get in. Do you wanna? It's like a long story. Yeah.
If you want to tell, I don't know. You don't have to tell, but
I can tell like a short version of the whole.
okay. Tell me the short. Give us the short version.
Yeah, the whole thing took like 3-4 hours. So,
Jeez.
yeah. It was,
Yeah. So they saw you had an Arab name,
yes, exactly. Like,
and then did they ask you like, what's your background or something?
exactly, yeah. Like, what's my background? Why I want to visit now?
Yeah.
What is the reason? I'm persisting to after all the challenges.
So what did you tell them?
I tell them I wanted this plan, like I planned this trip from a long time.
Ah, okay.
So I didn't want that situation to stop me from to ruin my plans. And I was very peaceful with them. I told them, if you don't want to let me in now, I understand. I'm gonna leave. I'm not gonna push any further.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the whole thing because of the Arab region, the Arab name, my Arab name.
Yeah.
There was very, very intense of the security questions.
Right.
Physical. I had to go through physical security. Like,
Yeah, they check you.
Yeah.
That's not nice.
From my head to my toes.
I'm happy you're able to do it with a smile because I know like it can be rough entering in Israel. And like even in normal times, it can be difficult for some people. Mata Omer. You understood that, right?
Yeah, he speaks Arabic.
איפה למדת ערבית? Okay. Point was made.
Huh?
Point was made, no?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
It's interesting that guy speaks Arabic. Yeah.
A lot of people here speak. They ask you if you've been to Saudi. Why?
Yeah. You wanna do that? You wanna record that? Maybe they will not be happy that I'm sharing that information.
It's fine. So I mean, unless you feel like they're gonna come into.
Yeah, well, 100%. I would love to come back over and over again. And
But they asked you. So they asked you if you've been to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
They asked you if you've been to Saudi Arabia. That was their first question.
No, that was not. That was one of the questions. But
Yeah.
they mentioned, of course, Saudi or any other Arabic countries, Syria, Jordan.
Well, you would have to say Egypt, no?
Huh?
You have to say Egypt.
No, they didn't mention Egypt because they knew I'm originally from Egypt.
Ah,
so
okay.
They didn't mention it, but
Right.
they mentioned Saudi, Jordan, Syria, or Lebanon.
Right.
Thank God I haven't been to any of them.
It definitely helps. Yeah.
That helped me a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's tough. I like on the one hand, I know there's a reason that there's rough security like at the entrance and so forth, but I also feel bad for some people who go through it, you know, and not even Arabs, like other people sometimes they can also go through like tough questioning, like are you going to the West Bank, like what are you doing there?
Oh yeah, one of
things
the
like that.
questions was it was so funny, like are you going to Gaza? Obviously no.
Well, it's not obviously because you know there are people who go in certain circumstances, journalists, aid workers, things like that. The street signs in Arabic also.
Yeah, that was really nice to see that. Yeah, I noticed that once I landed at
That it said State of Israel in Arabic.
Everything started to be in Arabic at the airport, so it's really cool to see that.
Yeah, they have like in the 3 languages most of the official stuff. The light rail, it's new. They opened it this year.
Yeah.
And it's like part of it is above ground and part of it is below ground.
بحكي عربي شو اذا فكرت على قولي لحماس في اسرائيل مع اسرائيل زي ما انا قلت.
Yeah, in general the whole thing is bad. I think no one, in my opinion, no one would be happy to see people die from whatever side. So yeah, I hope the whole situation ends.
وانت تعلمت عربي؟ ها؟
ايه صباح
صباح.
جندي.
Speak Arabic?
انا كان جندي. انا جندي.
Okay.
انا كان جندي. انا بحكي عربي كويس.
كويس.
يلا اخي طب
خلاص
سلام.
بتيجي على مصر قريب.
ان شاء الله
ان شاء الله.
ان شاء الله.
This girl was the first person whose video after she was kidnapped was aired, meaning Hamas, they took a video of her and aired it where she said, I'm kidnapped and so forth. She was the first person that we had confirmation of after she was kidnapped, and now she's back home. They brought her back in one of the hostage, in one of the exchange deals. So she's back now. Trip of your life, Jerusalem?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. You ready? Let's go to Al-Quds.
Ciao.
All right, here we are in Jerusalem, guys. So look, this is the main station of Jerusalem, and it's really, really deep underground.
Yeah.
So when they made it, they decided also that it could be used as a emergency nuclear bomb shelter. Look,
Oh, really?
you see you have these metal doors over here, and then another one over here, so you can shut off this whole area. Like doomsday scenario, Iran has a nuclear bomb and decides to blow up Israel, then they built this also that it could be used as a huge, massive bomb shelter. You say the longest escalator you've ever seen?
In my life.
Something we can be proud of. Achievement. Longest escalator. We made it out of the station. How many escalators? We're validated. So I did not plan to get off here. This is Damascus Gate, you see?
Yeah.
So this is essentially East Jerusalem here. That's like the Arab part of Jerusalem, and you
Oh,
can see,
nice.
look at all the shops there. They're all in Arabic.
You said in Arabic. Can you read that? You'll be really. You will be the man if you can read it.
Al-Jawhum
Uh-huh.
ili biyuthum alan. Bring them back home now.
You're my man. You're my man.
Oh, I'm surprised that they have a sign like that in Arabic here. Because like, look, this is East Jerusalem. So
Yeah.
this is an area where you would have people who are on the side of Hamas. Or maybe if
Yeah.
they're not consciously on the side of Hamas, they will be like on the Palestinian side. So,
Nice.
you know. Al-Jah from Raja, like, right?
See, yeah.
Like Ana Balja, I go back, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So Al-Jahum is to bring them back. Okay,
Yeah.
so my Arabic is coming back after half a year in South America.
Yeah.
Forgot a lot, but yeah, it's okay.
I'm getting eyes from the Arabic people. That's
Ah.
very cool.
These are the buses to
Tel Aviv.
no,
Oh.
to Bethlehem and
Oh,
to
really?
Ramallah.
الحياة عاملة ايه دلوقتي هنا؟
زي ما انت شايف
تمام؟
كلهم بالمدارس لسه مش فيش اجواء.
اوكي في المدرسة يعني الناس في المدرسة في الجامعة حلو. ماشي.
All right, man. Making some friends, huh? You talking Arabic? You're Arab, but you're obviously like a tourist, not from here.
That's crazy, yeah?
You know?
How unique I am. Unique experience. Bethlehem, Ramallah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
I will try to visit these two Arab
yeah,
cities.
yeah.
I think will be a good experience. بس دي حبيبي.
لا
نشوف موديلات ثانية أحسن. خلاص. نمشي نفتح شمال.
10 محلات
أوكي.
ان شاء الله.
الله يعطيك العافية.
بدك ملابس احذيه هون هاي
خلاص. بنزور
كويس.
ماشي عشان المصريين يعني.
لا عشان احنا نسير لكل واحد بس نعطيك اقل كمان شوي عشان تحس.
الله يعطيك العافية. بنزور هناك. Nice.
Why? What was wrong with those?
Uh-huh.
What was wrong with the ones you had there?
It's like girls' glass.
Yeah. By the way, notice like here, you're not gonna see soldiers walking around with guns. Here.
Oh, really?
Not unless they're in a big group where they can, you know.
Okay.
This is like this is the Arab area.
Oh, yeah. That's right. It's very, very.
This is everyone here is Arab. I'm the only one who's not Arab.
I got you, bro. I got you, bro. Don't worry. I got you.
I'm more nervous walking here than in the streets of Cairo, bro.
You're a tourist, bro.
Safer in Cairo than here.
Really?
All right?
10 chops.
Yeah. Well, you want a picture to see what it looks like?
Yeah, he doesn't have a mirror, so I'm asking for a mirror to. Yeah, it's a little bit big. Yeah. It's big.
Well, maybe one of the other ones.
ضم مصر.
من القاهرة. حدا جالك زيارة من القاهرة ولا لا؟
والله في ناس بس
والله.
هذول بيجوا من عشان يشتغلوا مع المسيح.
وين عايز بدي ازور كنيسة القيامة
تحت
خش جوه ها؟ اوكي تمام.
اذا تخش على مسجد الاقصى بدك
ليه؟
عشان الاوضاع اللي صارت يعني.
الله يسترها يعني يمكن يقولوا سياح يمكن يعني بنحاول يعني
تحاول
بنحاول
حياك
خلاص حبيبي شكرا.
حبيبي لا حياك.
مرحبا. falafel بدك؟
Are you gonna eat it with bread or just like this?
I don't know.
Without bread or...
بدون خبز؟ بدون خبز؟
ايوه عندك عيش مصري؟ انا من مصر. عندك عيش مصري؟
يعني خبز
خبز يعني.
لا كايف.
احنا في مصر بنقول عليها عيش.
اوكي انا بدي واحد فلافل.
Yeah.
You don't have to get. You're missing out, bro.
Yeah, I think by now it will be a little bit cold. It's not, or he will heat it up, or just okay. Just fill you up.
Oh, falafel.
I bet it's a bit cold. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It would be.
But is it Egyptian falafel taste?
Huh? Okay.
I think it's an Egyptian falafel from fool. Right? The Egyptian falafel is made out of fool.
Mm.
No?
It would be nicer if it's hot.
Oh, yeah. We're going into the Palestinian territories. Bet Hanina. Look, Kalandia barrier.
What?
It says Kalandia barrier. It's going to a checkpoint. And then they cross over from there. The offices of Al Jazeera.
Really? Oh,
Uh-huh.
Al Jazeera.
They hate them over here.
No Jazeera.
No?
No Jazeera.
Which one is it?
This was just work. No Jazeera. This
بتتكلم عربي؟
بحكي عربي يا زلمه. هاي مش جزيرة.
والله. حبيبي.
هذا مبنى عادي يعني مش جزيرة.
مش محدد
مش
الجزيرة؟
جزيرة. هاي الإشارة زي
بس هذا الجزيرة
لا
لوجو زي الجزيرة لا؟
لوجو. اما هاي مش جزيرة. لا مش الجزيرة.
اوكي.
فيش مبنى اصلا هون في القدس مبنى للجزيرة.
ممنوع ولا؟
ممنوع.
اوكي.
بس بالضفة.
بس هذا جديد لا؟
ايه؟
يعني ممنوع الجزيرة هون
ممنوع.
جديد عشان الخلط
عشان
لا؟
ايوه.
اوكي.
ممنوع.
sorry. Alright, let's go. شكرا حبيبي.
شكرا حبيبي.
So yeah, there was something that with Al Jazeera, they cover all the wars here and all the stuff that's going on here.
Yeah.
And then they made a move now to like ban them or something. And it was like very controversial because you're like banning media. But like the Israeli explanation for it is that Al Jazeera are funded by Qatar. And Qatar funds Hamas. So like they have like a casus belli to say that it's like belongs to the enemy, the network, you know. Ramses hostel, huh?
Ramses hostel. I should stay here, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's East Jerusalem, man. It's cheap. You want to live cheap? You gotta stay in East Jerusalem.
Yeah.
That's how you'll save money.
Ramses hostel in Jerusalem. That's crazy, bro.
So guys, here is Damascus Gate. That is the entrance to the Muslim quarter of the old city, right over here. We got the checkpoints, security checkpoints here. This is, I was telling you earlier, it's kind of like a tense area.
Yeah.
By the way, if I'm correct, here on the right, there's a money changing place where you can change Egyptian.
Oh, really?
You can change Egyptian pounds. You see a change?
Well, what someone need to change?
Because there are a lot of people here from, you know, Arabs. They go to Egypt. They have contacts in Egypt, stuff like that. Look,
Maybe we can have here, yeah.
let's see if it has the sign for the Egyptian pounds. No, Jordanian, Euro, USD. You see? But I'm sure if you asked about Egyptian pounds, you can get here.
عارفة ايش خليتك تدوي عنه؟ في الثالث.
لا تدخل في لجنة تفتيش على باب المسجد. قلت لهم أنا من مصر وأنا جاي سياحة وشوف فرجيهم الباسبور تبعهم بدون تفتيش. قلت لهم جاي على الأقصى هيك بفتشوا.
لازم.
The Temple Mount, Haram al-Sharif. You're close.
يا الهرم الشريف. اوف. Okay.
You'll see now, we're both going to try enter Al-Aqsa,
Yeah.
or, you know, Haram al-Sharif, and see what happens.
Religious, but it's been a while I didn't
Yeah.
pray, but be nice.
All right. Yeah. See, there's a guard there, and now you'll see that you'll be able to go through, and I won't.
They're not gonna shoot us, I hope. We'll just give it a try.
But you'll see here that it's here. Look, he's gonna go. He's gonna come question us, and
We show them some respect, so
yeah. See, he's telling him he can't enter. You know? הלאה.
מי אתם?
יש פה תייר ממצרים,
אוקיי.
הוא רוצה להיכנס לראות את ה...
יש פספורט, משהו?
yeah.
אתה רואה? אתה מחכה לו פה בחוץ, כאילו?
כנראה, אני לא יכול להיכנס,
עד 2 אתה יכול להיכנס.
אבל לא, מפה לא,
מהמוגרבי.
מהמוגרבי.
תן לי שואל. אתה מצלם אותי בכוונה כאילו?
יש לי בלוג, אני מצלם את התהליך. אתה לא אוהב?
נכון.
יאללה.
בא לי גם לעבוד. אני יודע את כל הכללים בפנים, נכון? אמרת לו?
אני לא הסברתי. He wants to tell you about the rules inside.
He was what?
He asked if you know the rules of conduct
No,
inside.
it's my first visit, so.
You want me to keep the bag? Okay. All right, man. So I'll see you later, okay? People keep talking about how supposedly Israel is taking over the Al-Aqsa Mosque and how it's discriminating against Muslims and not allowing them to pray there, not allowing them to enter. And it's not like that. You can see that he just entered. Yeah, there was a security guard there, mostly to stop me from going there, not him. But he really wasn't a problem.
Can't enter there.
I know. But my friend, he's from Egypt, so he was able to enter.
Of course, because you have to recite the phrases from the Quran to be able to enter.
Well, he didn't ask him any of that, but he just saw that he was, you know.
You got lucky.
That's what the status quo agreement says right now, and that status quo is being enforced, where Muslims can enter whenever they want, and anyone else has to try to go in through here in specific visitation hours and go through a much more robust security check. So let's see if we can do that now. אהלן, פה זה כניסה להר הבית?
נכון.
אוקיי, אפשר להיכנס?
איפה אתה?
אני מפה, מיפו.
אתה עיתונאי כלשהו או
לא,
סתם בא לבקר?
כן. יש לי פה מצלמה, אבל אני יודע שאני לא יכול להכניס אותה, שאני אצטרך לשים אותה בזה, אני מלא. כן, כן, בתוך הארון, בסדר. אז אפשר? תודה. Okay, so just asking me if I'm a journalist. I said no, I'm just a traveler. So here, now you have these lockers where you have to put your stuff. אהלן? בסדר. איך אני משתמש בלוקר? כאילו, איך אני נועל את זה?
אין עילה, אחי. אין עילה.
אבל אתה פה.
אנחנו לא שומעים דברים.
יש לי מצלמה.
מצלמה יכולה להיכנס, אחי.
כן? אוקיי.
אבל התקשורת, משהו אחי?
לא, אני... לא. So we see also here there are some like religious instructions of how you're supposed to go up to the Temple Mount area, because again, it's a very holy place for Jews. And one of the problems, one of the reasons there are some people who are against going up, is because of the fact that you don't know where exactly the temple was, where the Holy of Holy was in the temple. This is a reconstruction of it. And therefore, there's a danger that you can walk onto that spot in which you're not supposed to step. So there's an argument among like the religious Jews if it's okay to go visit or not. There are some Jews who are against visiting the site, but not because it's not important, as some, for example, the Palestinians would say, but because it's too important, it's too holy, and you can't risk stepping in the wrong spot. So let's go and see what's going on. So much equipment there of the military. And here we are. That's Al-Aqsa over there, which is visually less famous than the Dome of the Rock. And military presence, of course. Now let's see if we can go find Mahmoud and link up with him. And here, what I talked about Jews who want to come and visit. You see here a group of them. But the guy was telling me I had to shut the camera off. He said, you're not allowed to go anywhere near any of the mosques. Like, stay away from that. Your friend, he can go. You're not allowed to go, which of course makes sense. So here we have the Dome of the Rock. There's the entrance over there. And that's the entrance that we were at before, but from the other side. So I just had to go all the way around and go through that extra check. And it's over here. I can't believe I'm going up these steps here. Those arches, that's what you constantly see in the videos. It's really, really beautiful. See, Mahmoud here is taking some pictures. I had time to go up.
Did you negotiate?
No, I didn't need to negotiate.
So what happened?
You may also know that there's a trend called the cats of Al-Aqsa. There are a lot of them over here, and sometimes they star on Arab social media. The guy there was talking about the Mustawtanin, which is in Arabic means the settlers. So he's talking about the Jews that we saw earlier who were visiting here at the compound. That's something that I don't approve of, by the way, that you call any Jew who wants to visit the holy site as a settler. Why? But yeah, that's what you have up here. This area is controlled by the Waqf, as opposed to the bottom area and the entrances, which are where the Israeli security forces are. Anyway, what do you think?
I'm still surprised that you're here with me in this place for you, bro.
So basically I had to go, there's the separate entrance for the non-Muslims that's over there. And actually there was no line or anything like that. I went through like extra security check. I thought they were going to tell me to put the camera away, but they didn't. They said you can take it. So I'm kind of lucky that we can film here.
Al-Aqsa Mosque, unbelievable.
Never actually come here.
Unbelievable experience, bro. I hope.
Did you do your prayer? That's worth 1,000 prayers or no?
Yeah, he corrected me. Is as this you says it counts as 500 prayer.
Only 500, man.
Whatever.
It might not be worth it for just 500. I want times. I want 1,000x. You know, that's if I invest, I want to get 1,000x on my return.
My mom still can't believe what I'm doing. Yeah. Do you wanna say hello to my mom? لسه خايفة برضه بعد المكان الحلو ده.
مرحبا.
Okay, my friend here say hello.
Hello.
Say something in Arabic whatever.
مرحبا كيفك؟
هو راح على مصر برضو، راح على القاهرة مش صح؟ مجنون برضو زي مجنون.
أنا حبيت كتير القاهرة.
But I think the guy was somehow respectful when the police.
The security guy.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he was okay. He was like being like tough guy. You saw.
You have to make it quick, okay?
Yeah, I know. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. That's what I was telling him, that I have 5 minutes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know.
Yes,
so, but isn't it crazy to think, man? Like how much of the conflict is centered around this and the dome? central of the world news is happening right over here at the entrance to this mosque here. He's telling me that I gotta go.
Okay.
Got a couple minutes left. All right, so yeah.
Good.
You enjoy.
See you later,
I
guys.
gotta
After
go.
my prayer.
Take your 500 prayers.
Okay.
Only 500 prayers.
I will try to give you a little bit of my prayer.
See if you can get 1,000 for your prayer, not 500.
We regroup.
Just call me on the phone. So that's it. Visitation hours are over here for me. For the non-Muslim visitors, it's until 2 o'clock, which is like now, and they were telling me, come on, time to get out of here. But we'll leave Mahmoud here for his 500 prayers a little bit longer and then hook up with him later inside the old city. But it was my first time here. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really nice. These are old and beautiful structures. The Dome of the Rock, which is over there, and the Al-Aqsa Mosque. All right, we're off the Temple Mount. Saw the security over there. Maybe there you got a bit to see that it's not quite like the way they portray it sometimes. This place is like considered the holiest place in Christianity, pretty much.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of things that happen here. First of all, up there, that's what's called Golgotha, and that's supposedly the site of the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. So they laid the body on that place. And this is supposed to be the place of the resurrection of Christ. The Western Wall, you have to go through one of these security checkpoints.
حطيته بآخر.
Where in Egypt?
Cairo.
Cairo. Have you been to Alexandria?
Of course.
Yeah? I've never been there.
You were born?
I was born here. My mother was born here. You're selling on that inside?
Have you visited?
No, I have the address where she was born.
Wow.
And I think today it's a hospital. It's an address of a hospital.
I can't believe that I'm here, man. Oh. Lord. Oh my God.
What do you think?
Unbelievable, man. This day trip is the best trip in my whole life, man.
Why?
It's just so much good to be true that I'm just here in this land, yeah.
I'll put that on.
How are you? Just
Just like that.
now I'm.
You look Jewish.
I don't know. Am I put it in the right position or?
And one of the things, like the traditions that they have here, is that they go to the wall and they put a wish prayer into the wall. You see, like there's cracks in the wall there where they have the.
So what do you put? Is like coin or something?
No. People write down a wish
Oh wow.
and they put it in the wall. So that's the thing that they. And it's blowing a shofar. It's something that you do in the Jewish tradition. It's a horn from a ram, and you blow it on the New Year's, the Jewish New Year's, and also on Yom Kippur, which is another holy holiday. But you see these stones. They're 2,000 years old plus. This is from the second Jewish temple that was constructed like close to 2,000 years ago. And this is like the only remaining part of that temple. The temple that sat where that dome is.
Yeah.
The Golden Dome, that's where the temple was until the Romans destroyed it in 70 AD. So for centuries, Jews who lived here, they would gather at this wall and make a prayer for the temple that was lost. And that's what a lot of people don't understand when they say that this is because this is the holiest site in Judaism. But the reason that it's the holiest site is because it's the leftover of the ancient temple that sat up there. You know?
Right.
That's why there are Jews who want to go up there and visit, because it was a very holy site, you know? So Of course, that's a very sensitive issue because there's also the Al-Aqsa there and the Dome of the Rock there and everything, and can cause World War III and stuff. But you know, besides that, you see this that you wrap around.
This guy's in the army now, right?
I don't know. Maybe he's in the army, maybe he's in the reserve soldier, or maybe he's a security guard. I don't know. It could be a lot of things. And this is also a unit with like men and women, you see? Vegan falafel.
Okay.
Are you sure you want to try vegan falafel?
I think we should, yeah.
Yeah?
I think we're gonna make a good choice now.
You know what kosher is?
Kosher.
It's like halal.
Halal, yeah.
Yeah, it's like Jewish halal. So glat, it's like when it's really, really strict. יש פה falafel? It's the same price though, 25. You want to get a falafel?
Same price?
25, yeah, but it's real, it's not vegan.
Well, it's good.
Okay, يلا شتي falafel.
Real falafel.
Real falafel.
Pita or lava, whatever you prefer.
And the
Lava
pizza?
is more Jerusalem. You know Jerusalem?
Or Jerusalem.
Like shawarma, but in
Yeah.
falafel.
You think it's more tasty?
For sure.
Okay, I will go. Hey,
Yeah.
is that the same price? Or?
No, I'm sorry, it is 30. This is 30.
Instead of 25, 30.
Ah, okay.
But it's more falafel.
Listen to the expert.
Let's go to the pizza.
Oh, pita, two pita, yeah.
How are you?
Baruch Hashem. You know Baruch Hashem?
Like,
Thank God.
thank God.
Thank
Yeah, it's like today.
Baruch Hashem, alhamdulillah.
Wait, it's not.
Alhamdulillah. Do you know where he's from?
You have to guess.
Jordan.
Well, very close, very close. Where from? Very, very close.
Iran.
No, Iran's not close to Jordan.
No, you just
But they have falafel over there.
the other side.
Jamil.
The other side.
He's from Egypt.
מצרים?
Yeah.
Mitzrayim, yes.
قالوا لي رام מצרים.
He says you don't look like you're from Egypt. Why? He looks like he's from
לא,
Egypt.
لا, מצרים יש להם הרבה שכאן.
Yeah.
לא טוב בירד.
No, that's true. So they're like in Israel. They have the zifim, you know. They have like some, a bit like him. I was in Egypt.
מאיפה? באת מאילת? איך קוראים? You came from אילת or from where?
No, he flew in. He flew. Yeah.
לא מאילת?
No. Like he's talking about the ground. You can go from the ground through Eilat, through Sinai, a ground border, but no.
No.
Yeah. היית בסיני פעם?
בגלל זה אני אומר לך, מאילת יותר כדאי.
כן.
טבעת וכל זה.
So he's like saying he was in Sinai a few times in Egypt, but אבל לא הלכת לקהיר.
Kaila.
You been to Taba? Now I feel comfortable to say I'm from Mosque.
מצרים. Mitzrayim. It's funny because it's like sounds different than. Well, no, Misl. It's like Misl. Yeah.
God just giving me a lot of help in this trip. Maybe because it's a spiritual, religious place. I don't know, man. Something I feel.
Everything came together. Worked
Yeah,
out.
God is sending me a lot of support to feel more relaxed and comfortable. So, like, I would never think you will be here this time while I'm here. Never.
Yeah.
I would never think a guy would give me a ride to the place I'm going at 4 in the morning. That's crazy.
From the airport.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Things work out sometimes, you know.
Yeah, thank God, man.
By the way, here, look, Hanukkah. It's Hanukkah. We're gonna light the first candle
Yeah.
from this falafel.
حالك يا معلم
Oh, تعرف
مصري انت؟
أنا مصر.
من وين من مصر؟ انا كنت بالقاهره ب 82 والله كنت بالاوبرا بالجيزه خان الخليل انت اسمك ايه؟
محمود.
انا جدعان كيف فريد شوقي بعد عيش؟ فريد شوقي ما؟
الله يرحمه.
تعرف ليش انا احب فريد شوقي؟ كل افلام مع محمود المليجي بيكتب محمود المليجي
גדעון, מה עשית בקהיר? גדעון, ספר לנו קצת. מה עשית בקהיר ב-88?
ב-82
82, סליחה.
לא היה כלום בארץ
תשמע,
חוץ מסרט ערבית שעשו שלום, אמרתי אני חייב לראות את מצרים. היינו 40 שנה ישבנו ראינו סרטים בערבית. אמרתי אני חייב לראות איך מצרים נראית.
ואיך היה?
וואלה היה יפה. אכלתי שופר טקסי 10 ساعات باليوم 5 أيام ورجعني المطار 60 جنيه
اه
60 جنيه
تقييمات.
ب 82.
واو واو 80 جنيه في
كل شيء كان رخيص.
يا
ومن وين العربي؟ من وين العربي؟
عربي طبعا.
انت
انا بغدادي
بغدادي، ولد ببغداد.
دولة صدام حسين.
ليش عمرك يعني تعيش حياتك؟
انا من هون.
اوكي
انا من مشان
تمام.
من الاول. ابوي وامي من بغداد.
تمام. اوكي يس بليز whenever you can. Better one. Better one. Better
Yeah.
one.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Tell me how it is.
It's amazing, dude. Mm.
How is it?
It's amazing, man.
Yeah, it's good.
I feel like back home, man.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
The candle keeps on.
No, it's gonna go off
Yeah.
eventually, but I don't know, maybe with the...
הללו שלנו שאנו מדליקים, על התסים, הנבקעות, שעשית לאבותינו, שעשית לאבותינו. That's what I'm wanting.
Enjoy Israel the most, you know.
I was telling my parents it's the best trip in my whole life.
I'm very happy to see you.
Yeah, man.
You're gonna meet amazing people, I have to say. So. You have been amazing people.
There's a specific type of food,
Right.
dessert that you're supposed to eat called the sufganiya.
Okay.
So let's go eat a sufganiya after the
Let's
falafel.
go,
I need
let's
the
go.
my sweet appetite is kicking in over here.
Yeah, it's a day of full of new experiences.
This is the original sufganiya. This one
Yeah.
with the jelly, but now they make like different kinds. They developed it more. So this is sufganiya. It's not the original one with the red top, but it's like a more advanced chocolatey one. So what do you think? How was the trip today?
Amazing. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
All day. So much. Thanks so much. I'm so glad to know you, bro. Thanks so much.
I'm glad we had a great time, and
He's the best. He's the best in the whole Israel.
I don't know, but cheers to that.
Cheers.
Mm.